right, this should be pretty easy. Hopefully it'll be quick and easy. I'm going to show you is how to make my little butterfly. Can you see him? There he is. All right, I'm going to start with your two fabrics, and I'm going to line them up in the corner. Hopefully your sides are at a right angle. Line the two up, and cutting this one time should make two. We'll take our handy dandy little plexi thingy. I'm going to lay it over top, and it's actually bigger than the one I've already sent you. This one is 9.5 by 9.5, and I'm going to measure to 7 and 7. So it's a perfect square, and yes, my corner is pretty much at a right angle. And I'm going to cut and cut. And my scissors, my rotary is dull, so bear with me. I might have to do that a couple times, but I'll throw those two off to the side. Now, you have a perfect square 7 by 7. You don't have to move it perfectly onto the grid, but it's not a bad idea. There they are, my long ruler, and I'm going to line it up on the diagonal. And you can check it all sorts of different ways. I think you got one of these with your kit. And again, my rotary cutter. There we go. Cut on that diagonal. And now I'm going to move it this way and cut it on the other diagonal. Here we go. And so now we have 4 pieces of both fabrics. If you have stray pieces that you want to use, like small pieces that you want to use for your butterfly wings, and you don't really have enough to make a 7-inch square, then just take one that you have made, lay it over top of your random piece, see if you can make it fit somehow. That one didn't work. This one might. If you can make it fit somehow, lay it over top of that. Use your grid, lay it into the corner, cut, cut, cut the long side. And if you do 2 of those, then you'd be able to make another butterfly, just one, without doing the square. Okay, back to the square. Now we have something that looks like this. Go ahead and lay them out so it looks like the butterfly, just not sewn together. It is important to sew the right sides together and start in the corner that will be in the middle and sew down. Again, do the other side. Make sure you sew the right places. It's so easy to get them mixed up, and then you unfold them and bam, you have 2 colored sides together and 2 blue sides together. You don't want that. So make sure it's always good to, after you've sewn them, to lay them back down so that you know you're doing it right. I like to iron. This is already done. I've already sewn the 2 pieces together. I have not ironed this one yet. I like to iron the 2 towards the darkest side. So I'm going to iron away from the blue, like so. Can you see? Now it's iron. So we've moved from this square to like this. Let me iron this real quick. Ta-da! And place these off to the side. Move these down. Now you can line these two up together. Yes, you can pin them, but I cheat a lot and just go ahead and sew because I'm always in a hurry. So match up your center and start sewing from somewhere near the center. Voila, look, my center looks very good, so I could go back and sew the other side. Okay, now, after we have him pressed down, now you do have to pick sides, so just pick one. Don't worry about it, don't stress about it. Just pick a side and press it. Now, I did make this up, so I am letting it be slightly imperfect, and that's fine. I'm going to include a little template, and my little template goes about in the middle of your block. Take your black piece, lay it down, eyeball your template best you can, and you're going to stitch around the template. Do you like where I keep my little hand scissors? And it's on elastic, so it's very handy. Don't worry about it. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Your template's going to get chewed up a little bit. Don't worry about it. Now, with your good scissors, very carefully cut away the extra fabric. Hope you can see this. Which will leave you with the design of your template. And don't worry if it's a little bit rough looking. It's going to be fine. And yes, sometimes I do accidentally cut the underneath fabric, so be careful. Okay, now go back to the sewing machine and zigzag all around this little guy. And there you go. You've got the body of the butterfly. Make your zigzag stitches as big or as close together or as wide apart as you want. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever you like. Then, also, then I took just a straight stitch, but you could zigzag if you wanted to. Without something fused to the back side of this fabric, it will pucker the fabric. So if you want to zigzag it, then you need to use some iron-on fuse. If you don't want to use iron-on fuse, just do a little straight stitch and just make it look however you want to make him his little his little antennae. And that's it. Oh, one more thing, sorry. I was guessing at the size. In your instructions for your quilt, everything is going to be 6 inches by 6 inches. So now, very simply, take the grid I sent you, lay it over top of this little guy, line it up with his wings, and rotary cut his extras off. That little thing I told you about putting sandpaper on the bottom of these really does help, and I need to do that to this one right here. Make sure he's all lined up. It does not have to be absolutely perfect. Mine's not. And now he is 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches, and he's ready for your quilt. Ta-da! I will finish making this one, and the orange one, and a blue one. I will make 2 blue ones, so I will have 5 to you in your new package, and you also have some more fabric on the way. All right, love you. Bye.